Hey guys, welcome back. Mondays with Mike. We are live. We're going to give it a little bit to see who tunes in tonight. And yeah, hopefully it'll be a good one. It's been a few weeks since we've done one of these, and we've got a lot to talk about tonight. So if you're tuning in even after it's live, make sure to listen through most of it. I'm going to go over some of the sales, the Black Friday deals coming up. A lot of different things going on with Axion right now, but we're just going to give it about a minute or so to let people come into the channel real quick. And like I said, this is basically a channel that I started for people to ask questions, um, to join in with the chat, get involved. Um, yeah, so we come here every 2 weeks on the Monday. It will be every 2 weeks now, and been a lot going on. I'll go over that tonight in the video as to where we've kind of been lately and what is going on in the world of car parts and you name it. We've got a lot of stuff going on, and just getting my notes for tonight. There's so much that we need to go over, and yeah, so I think the first thing I'm going to kind of get into is where have we been and what have we been up to right now. So basically, we have decided to move the company back to Arizona. We are finally settled back in Phoenix. So for all the people that have been wondering kind of where we've been, that is basically what we've been doing, moving across country and, trying to run a business at the same time while you're doing everything has been, I wouldn't say a nightmare, but it's definitely logistically hard. Luckily, we have a lot of good things set up, and we've done this move before, so it wasn't too bad, but we're just finishing up, getting things set up. We'll have new videos that we're going to be posting on YouTube every week. Again, our project cars, obviously, they're still in Phoenix. So, and a question, why did we come back? Well, North Carolina just wasn't for us. My dad lives here by himself. There's a few health things. The reason we moved back, we love Arizona immensely. It just feels like home here for some reason. North Carolina was amazing, and so glad we did it. It really let us restructure the business in a lot of ways and spend a lot of time like navigating different avenues we want to go down with the business going forward. And I think it's been really important. But for the company to grow, we had to move back. Our manufacturing for our downpipes and everything is here in Arizona. So staying local with everything is kind of a must. We do all our in-house painting on our valve covers here, downpipes, intakes, everything gets made here in Arizona by us. So it made sense. Hasport is here. We have such a big connection and do a lot of business with Hasport. Full Races here, a couple other companies. So, it made sense. So sales, what sales are going on right now for Black Friday, and why are they even happening on November 1st? Well, I've got HPS sale going on all the way till December 31st. So you've got a long time, 8% off with us, and free shipping pretty much if it's under $250. So great deals with us. A lot of good parts with HPS. Now, some of the quality from them has been outstanding. Their catch cans are really nice if you haven't checked them out. And they're doing a lot of stuff for vehicles that don't get a lot of love, like the RDX, TLX, stuff like that, MDX, hopefully some more stuff. So definitely a great company to follow. The cart will actually update when you put the parts in there. So you'll see the price difference. The other one, PRL, are doing a sale right now. They're doing a bunch of staggered sales that kind of go through the month of November. So right now it's for the 10th Gen Civic and 10th Gen Accord only. Civic meaning 10th Gen Civic meaning the SI Type R. And that is 17% off. So it's a killer deal. It ends on the 5th. On the 6th, the 11th Gen Civic sales starts. So that's going to be 11th Gen Civic, SI, Type R, and Integra, basically. And that goes to, I think, the 11th, from what I remember. And then there will be a whole wide sale at the end of November for all the PRL parts. So, if you're waiting on a paycheck on the 15th or whatever, don't worry. I would recommend, though, get your parts when you have the money. Do not wait, because I won't say tariffs with this kind of stuff, but parts are going to sell out, especially if they're starting them off really early. They're going to go through their inventory. The longer you wait, more stuff sells out. All our sales for Black Friday are final. There is no returns. There is no canceling orders. Once you place an order, it's locked in. So I would definitely say, we offer financing. You can do that. I hate doing financing because these companies take so much away from us. Plus, we're giving a discount. It would barely make anything. So credit card would be the best way because it's the least fees out of everything. But yeah, that's the sales right now. We have Acuity coming up. I can't say the date. I'm sure K-Tuner will do something later this month. RV6, maybe they'll do something. And then Eibach, so there'll be a lot. BC Racing usually do, I think, 100, 150 off. Silver's the same deal. So there's going to be a lot of sales. But like I said, from the beginning of the year, pretty much if you're waiting till Black Friday, you've honestly lost money from not ordering earlier in the year. Certain parts have gone up 20, 30, 40%. So the fact that they're coming down 10%, you're still paying more than you would have 6 months ago. And we've tried to tell that through the channel. Whether people have listened or not, I don't know. But, ordering ahead of time is always a good thing. And with that price changes, there's only a couple right now. Torque Solutions up 20%. Turbo Smart up 20%. I don't think that's really technically with tariff related. It could be it's also sourcing product. Some companies just have to raise pricing. I mean, standard of living goes up. You've got to pay employees more if that even happens. So one of the other news, I have to say, really let down, honestly, on this news. And you guys can leave a comment if you want. I see quite a few people in here right now. Just say hello, leave a comment, get the chat going. Unfortunately, we are no longer going to be selling most of the Skunk 2 catalog. We've been selling Skunk 2 since 2009, 2010. I like a lot of the Skunk 2 product, honestly. The problem I have had with them in particular, and the reason why we won't be selling most of their stuff, is because they as a company have continued to just accept orders from everyone. And I cannot get any updates or any type of shipping lead time or anything from Skunk 2. They will not give any type of information out. And it really puts us in a hard kind of place with customers because people are, where's my order? Where's my order? I can't give you an update. And I can't even talk about how many people have done chargebacks on Skunk 2 stuff because we can't give them the proper information. So it really sucks. I would recommend the PRL steering wheels. They're really nice quality from what I've seen. I've actually had them up close and they look really legit. The carbon is very nice. So the price isn't too bad also. So yeah, so Skunk 2 stuff, you'll see if it's not on the site, it's because it's probably not going to be able to be found anywhere for at least 6 months to a year. RV6, continued wait times with RV6, and they keep getting pushed back a little bit. I know a lot of people are waiting on blow-off valves for their Type R Accord. Those are due to ship the mid to end of November. Downpipes, they're on 2 phases. One, if you've pre-ordered, you should get it by the end of November. The next batch is not till January. That's pretty much the stuff. They're out of a couple other things too. I do have some really cool news. We do have a new feature that we finally added to the site. We've been working on it for a while. Our team has, and this is an actual feature that when you're on our website, you can go down. We actually have a live chat button. Most of it is using AI. So it'll be answering questions that we usually get from most customers to cover us. So we're a little bit more freed up. So we have a lot of basic answers like where's my order, who do I email, different stuff like that. What intake should I go? We've tried to put all this based off of us answering to the AI, so it understands what to say to you. And then we also hop on to monitor these things. So that's our newest feature on there. It's pretty cool. And, if you want to ask a question or just where's my update on my order, it's always a good place to go and get an update. And we run that from 9 in the morning, and this is West Coast, till 5 p.m. So you pretty much will get a response within, an hour or half an hour from those times. Let me see. There's a new About Us page if you guys want to check it out. See some of the people that work for Axion. Just gives a little bit of bio about us and different information, so you know who you're actually dealing with and talking to most of the time. If you're using Gmail, our website goes through Gmail pretty much. So make sure to look at your promotions folder on your email, because a lot of our emails go back, our tracking, if we send out deals or open box deals, they all go into promotions. So it can easily get missed. So make sure you guys look through that stuff too. It definitely helps. What else have I got? So some real positive news. Spoon valve covers I heard are going to be next week. So if you've ordered one 6 months ago, you're going to probably get yours next week. If you wanted to order one today, I would think it would take like 4 to 6 months. But yeah, I think they're coming in. That's the report I got from my guys over there. Axion Parts, please promote us online, guys. Small business, engineered in-house. We make these 100% in the US. They're not cast pieces that are outsourced from China and welded in the US and pretending that it's US parts. These are actually US made by US employees. Our downpipes, they are unlike anything on the market. I've got 1.5 in stock and 2 liter ready to go. So there's no weights, and I've got quite a few of them actually. So what makes it different from any other one is this is a catted downpipe that can be turned into a catless in 5 to 10 minutes. There's nothing out there anywhere by any company for any platform that make anything like this. This is my idea. I came up with it. It's patent pending. I wanted to get something where people could be street legal, but also be able to have a track use downpipe that frees up 5 to 20 horsepower, depending on what your setup is. And that's the reason why we went with it. So I just really strongly suggest, if you're on Facebook, you see people looking, tag us, reach out, try and promote this, guys. This is, we've done a lot for the community over the years, and I think this is one of the most special parts that I think I've seen out there, and the welds are phenomenal on it. So yeah, I don't even see the downpipe even getting mentioned that much online. I mean, it's like everyone wants to go with some of the other brands, and I guess having just those types of name gets you more notoriety, I guess, in the industry. You pay for a lot of advertising, it gets you somewhere. The other thing is we do have downpipe blankets coming out for the 1.5. I will check and see if they work on the 2 liter one. That was the only downfall about ours, is I didn't want to add more welding time to fit the stock heat shields. And plus with the V-band clamps, it's very difficult to get the stock heat shield to work. So we have a PTP blanket coming out. We're going to bundle these. I think they're due to ship in the next 2 to 3 weeks to us. So I've ordered about 50 of them. I will verify that they work for the 2 liter, but for right now, it's the 1.5. If you want to pre-order, they're on our site. I also went and custom made turbo blankets for the 1.5 and the 2 liter. So they have the Axion plaque on there. They look really good. Let me actually go get one real quick. All right, so got it right here. Axion very own. You can see T20. That's for the 2.0 turbo. turbo 2.0, and T15 would be for the 1.5. It's your black lava. I like the black. I think it looks the best. Super stealthy. And PTP do an amazing job. We sell a lot of these every day. So I've got a lot of those in stock, ready to go. And those are $209.95. Not bad. And then the downpipe blanket I made pretty reasonable at $290. And when you guys see the final version, it's actually really cool. Hugs the downpipe really good. Has room for the V bands. So it's really special. And finally has the one problem that I had with the downpipe, which was heat control. So we've got that under wraps now. Literally under wraps. But yeah, I think that's it. If you guys have questions, shoot them in the comments. Love to answer some stuff. Obviously, Black Friday is going to be huge this week, and this whole month. I mean, it's going to be a busy time. Oh man, the trans is like the worst thing to have act up, to be quite honest, because there's several parts that are hard to diagnose, and you pretty much have to take the whole trans out to figure out the issues, which is unfortunate. But hopefully, guys, we have a lot of videos coming up now that we're back in Arizona. I've got the 11th gen, which is getting a J35 turbo swap. I will have video proof and pictures in about a month to 2 months. I'm trying to get most of all our other stuff and parts caught up before we can work on this, and that's part of the problem. But once we get this done, I will have proof of it sitting in the car. I saw a lot of people talking like it's never going to happen. The reason we stopped with the 2-liter one is I kind of thought it was boring. And I just wanted to push the envelope even more and do something completely just out of bounds, out of control. And that was doing the J swap. I think the engine and chassis is fantastic for a J series. I think these engines are going to be, they're such a great motor from Honda. They're in so many applications. So why not, right? Yeah, second gear lockout. I mean, that's a typical Honda problem. It's usually, braided line helps, CMC. So could be synchros, could be shift selector. There's a lot of things that come into play. Make sure, guys, we also have the Axion Army section on our website. If you go there and you have a friend order, you actually get free money with orders and that. So it's a good way to make cash if you want. We also offer way more stuff now than Honda and Acura. I offer Subaru, BMW, Audi, Ford, EcoBoost stuff, F-150, Tundra, Toyota Tacoma. We're getting into more of the off-road stuff, trying to branch out, which will be really good. I mean, Honda and Acura is always going to be our main thing, but really just trying to grow the business. If you guys have friends that have other cars, maybe direct them to our site. There's good pricing, fast shipping, and like I said, some of the best customer service, I think, in the industry. And I only say that because customers remind me all the time about the stuff we offer. Yeah, the trans is a little bit of work, especially like the subframe drop. And then, it's not fun. I've done a couple on my back way back in the day, and they're not enjoyable. Actually, on my 9th gen, I did the entire turbo swap on my back underneath the car, which wasn't too hard. I mean, once you have the subframe out, there's a lot of room that it opens up. But still, yeah. I mean, 9 hours to be up and down and on your back under a car is not fun, especially as you get older. Thanks to all the guys, too, that ordered on my birthday. I appreciate it. We sent out a custom code for people to basically, us getting an order is like getting a gift. That's how I see it. Business is earned. It's not free. So anyone that orders, it's like gifting me, a great day with business, one day less to worry about, our order's going to come in, So it's really nice to see a lot of the orders that came through on my birthday, and thank you to everyone. But yeah, so I see quite a lot of people in here. Make sure to thumbs up the video. More people get to see it. It's always nice. I'm trying to grow the channel more. We're still not at 10,000 people, which has taken forever at this point, but oh, thanks, man. Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of work every day trying to do stuff. I'm up late at night trying to get orders packed, processed. I don't like people waiting for tracking numbers, unfortunately. Some companies it's kind of out of my hands with, unfortunately. But it's just how it is. But yeah, I'm trying to at least, getting a response within, in my opinion, a couple hours goes a long way in this industry, because a lot of companies just don't even respond anymore. But yeah, so we're going to be back here again in 2 weeks. Mondays with Mike. It's going to be every 2 weeks. I'm going to have new videos, hopefully every week. New product reviews. A lot of parts have kind of come out and I want to review over them. Different stuff with our 11th gen going on, our 9th gen, which is for sale. But yeah, I'm going to probably cut it quick tonight because we've got a lot going on behind the scenes. Obviously, I got to get back to setting things up in the shop, and we're moving a house too. So it's a lot of everything. But I appreciate everyone that tuned in tonight, and definitely appreciate all the orders. Remember, the Black Friday deals, just all the pricing updates in your cart. And you got to look out for the sales. Make sure to subscribe on our website. Just do your email. So we do all our email notifications so you don't miss out on anything. Because the sales are kind of all over the place with timing this year. So it's good to get involved and get subscribed on the website. But yeah, we'll see all of you back here in 2 weeks. And if you need anything, just like I said, go use the chat feature on our website. You can ask a question there, or you can shoot me on Instagram or Facebook and I'll help you out. If you need a discount code for a bundle deal, I can do that. Or we got the Black Friday deals. All right, guys. See ya.